Hey everyone, this is Elissa here with She Does Credit, and today we are discussing courtesy late payments and how we could substantiate paying our bills late and not having it reported on your credit report. Okay, so first and foremost, everyone goes through rough times. I'm never judging for that, but the thing is that a lot of people are scared to say something or to speak up. So unfortunately, it's reflected on your credit report, and then you're wondering, like, how could I get this removed? Like, what is it that I could do to remove a late payment? And there's like a whole process for that. Late payments actually account for 35% of how your credit score is calculated, which is like the largest amount as to how your credit score could be calculated on the whole credit scale. Okay, so I just want to say that if you are experiencing hardship, or if you know you can't pay your bills on time, or maybe you're going through something and you may forget, like let's say a medical issue and you're in the hospital, or you're dealing with something, it happens to the best of us, and it's nothing to be worried about or judged for. We just have to take those steps to make it better, right? So if you're in any of these situations, I need you to do me a favor and reach out to the company that you owe a payment to, whether it's the credit card, your mortgage, your car loan, whatever. Most of them have a grace period within a certain amount of time, before it hits that 30-day mark for it to be late. I know with me, for example, I didn't know this with my car. My bill is always due on the 8th. And when I looked online, it says it's up until the 18th. And when I called to make my first payment, they're like, oh, Miss Costanza, like, if you just to let you know, you have until the 18th. I'm like, wow, like, that's good to know. Like, just to be aware of. There's some companies that, if you don't make your payments within a few days, they may call you or email you or, send you a message and just say, hey, like, what's going on? But again, if you're going through a rough time and you can't make these payments, I need you to reach out to the companies and just say, like, hey, I'm going through a rough time. Whether you were furloughed, you had something happen in your family, like the loss of a loved one, you lost your job, you got sick with COVID, you were affected by COVID, something happened to you. Most of them are understanding. Keyword most. It depends who you speak to as well. But most of them also have programs like, we understand you're going through a rough time. You don't have to make payments for 3 months, but at the end it's a balloon or a lump sum of those payments that you have to make at the end of that 3-month cycle, or at the end of, that 1-month cycle that we're giving you a grace period for, and they'll follow up with a confirmation email or a letter in the mail, either or maybe both. But the thing is that you have to tell them, because if you don't, like, especially if, God forbid, they mark this on your credit report, you could say, hey, I spoke to so-and-so on this day and time, and they could look in their system and see, was this notated? Okay, let us take care of this. We are so sorry for the inconvenience, type of thing. But you have to tell them. So this, the key words to say to this are, you're going through a rough time, you're furloughed, you had a tragic situation happen in your family, you were affected by COVID, maybe you're disabled, whatever. But you definitely need this notated. You need to know who you spoke to. Always notate who you spoke to, the day and the time. I put that in my notes in my phone so I can reference it real quick. I write everything down and just let them know. Again, they should follow up with a confirmation email, a letter in the mail, either or both of those things. And you have to tell them, because if not, you're trying to fight off these late payments and they're like, we don't have any correspondence from you. We didn't even know about this. And they'll help, things happen to people, so they'll understand more than likely, especially if you haven't done this too many times. Okay, just make sure you do pay those bills if and when you can. So the key words to this is like out of good faith, out of goodwill, especially if you've always made these payments on time. Like, hey, I've been a client with you for 10 years. This has never happened to me. I always pay my bill on time. I've been with you 2 years, a year, whatever. And just explain to them what's happened, okay? If you do receive a late payment, most of the time they'll remove it as well. given that you told them the circumstances and what's going on. But like I said, most of them have a grace period as well before it hits that 30-day mark for it to be late and for it to be reported on your credit report. But if not, if you're past 30 days or whatever, just ask what programs they have. Also, some places also have hardship or financial programs, okay, to help you out. And you just have to, when you have the money and when you're able to make a payment in good faith. But make sure you have all of this documented and recorded, and you have to take that first step, because if you don't let them know, how else are they going to know? And that could be harder with you trying to repair your credit and to work on your credit. So that's what I have for you guys today. There's actually hardship and goodwill letters out there as well. I have them available as well. But call the companies and let them know. I'm tongue-tied. Let them know what you're going through and what's going on, okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. If this was helpful, make sure you leave me a comment. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you need a consultation for your credit and your taxes, either or, a lot of people come to me for both. But if you need a consultation, make sure you hit my link, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Come on. Come on.